Hi everybody, so it is day 3 of the Trees of Reverie read-a-thon, and I'm going to be talking about the second book that I have read, and that is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. And it is a new adult book. And like I said in the previous video that I made about the read-a-thon, I am challenging myself this week by only reading books that are new adult or targeted for my age demographic. So the characters that I'm going to be reading about are in their early 20s to early 30s. So that is my challenge and I am sticking to it. So yesterday I talked about Attachments by Rainbow Rowell, and today I am talking about Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. And if you have noticed, if you read new adult books, most of the new adult authors are also YA authors. So they're kind of bridging that gap between young adult and new adult. And I don't know if this is a new genre that they're writing about, but I had never heard of the new adult genre until this past year. So it's kind of nice seeing these books that are targeted towards people in their early 20s and their mid to late 20s. So it's kind of awesome. And this book is super adorable. I actually got this book at Target. I was walking around and I saw this and I was like, why not? It was right next to The Beautiful Mistake book, and if you've read that, it's pretty cute. That's also by a YA author, but anyways. Maybe Someday is really cute. It has dual narration, so if you like dual narration, you'll love this book. I personally love anything that has a male voice. I've noticed that especially a lot of YA and new adult books all have a female voice. There are some that don't, but the majority of them do have a female voice. So it's really refreshing when you get to read a book and it's coming from a male voice. And there is a very heavy-handed male voice in this book. So our two narrators are Sydney and Ridge. And Sydney is a young 22-year-old lady who is in college in Austin, Texas. And same with Ridge, he's 24, but he's a college graduate. He's a computer programmer and writes music for his brother's band. They live in the same apartment complex, and in the prologue, when you meet Sydney, she is sitting in the middle of her courtyard in her apartment complex because she just punched her best friend and her boyfriend because she found out that they were sleeping together, and Ridge offers his home to her. So she moves in to his apartment, takes their 4th room because they're looking for a 4th roommate, and the rest of the book is them discovering each other, discovering their feelings for each other, their friendship growing, and all of the challenges along the way of them becoming one unit. And in the process, she becomes something that she doesn't want to be because he does have a girlfriend, and she never wanted to be what her boyfriend and her best friend were. So there's a lot of inner turmoil and inner conflict that go on between the two of them. It's actually a really cute read. I was smiling almost the majority of the way through because their dynamic is adorable together, and I love reading books like that. And if you are not familiar with new adult, what I've noticed with the new adult genre is that it's a very romance heavy. It's very romance heavy. And I do love romance. I cannot even help it. I'm not very romantic in my real life. I am not a very romantic person anymore. I was once upon a time, but I think that it got beaten out of me at some point. So it's really nice to read romance in a way that makes me feel like I could maybe do it again someday, but I don't know. So, I mean, it's super cute. I love it. And if you have not read it, I definitely recommend it. I loved the dynamic between the two of them. Ridge is probably now one of my favorite book boys, I guess. But it is a standalone, so there's not going to be any more of those. I'm going to go out today and see if I can find any more new adult books. They don't have like a section in the bookstore because I think it's a relatively new genre. I'm not sure. But we'll see. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about Never Have I Ever, My Life So Far Without a Date. And it is memoirs of a 25-year-old young lady. And this is, I think, is actually a true story. So we will see. I think this might be the second like nonfiction book I've ever purchased. So we will see. So everyone, have a good rest of your day and have fun meeting your read-a-thon goals. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. And I will also put links down for my Tumblr and my Goodreads if you wanted to chat. So have a good day, everybody.